Tyler?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. Well, I already just did it.
Okay. I just need to finish my post here.
Finish it, Tyler!
I'm working on it!
Social media. Hey, so I just want to point out that I knew social media stuff before Stephan did.
Oh, you know what? You knew about the YouTube link thing, okay?
That's great. It means I have value in this company now.
Shut your hole. Just shut your hole.
Well, at least one of us does.
Yes.
No,
you have value.
You have definite value. You have definite value.
You're sexy.
I'm not going to say that because
he's thinking it though.
A, Tiff is probably in chat. B, she's in the other room.
She's in chat. Is Tiff here? Tiff, hi.
Yes.
Don't go through my suitcase.
Do go through his suitcase.
Don't go through my suitcase.
I encourage it.
You will find some interesting stuff in there.
What are you taking with us? Should I be concerned?
Different types of moisturizers.
Yeah. A-okay.
I am not
And
sharing a room
vera.
with him.
Aloe vera. I don't even get a room.
You get your own room.
I don't get a room, Tyler. I get a couch. Okay.
It's like you get a room. Carly and Brandon get a room. Ray gets a room. I'm gonna see if Ray and our other friend will actually maybe share a room, because I'm like, hey, can we not have all the three other guys just sitting over on the couch? Yeah.
What other friend?
So we've got Moody going with us,
Right.
and then we have our cuddly vampire.
I know, but which one are you trying to get to share a room with Ray?
Think about it.
Okay, I was just making sure. I was like, I don't know if our little vampire is ready for that level of commitment.
Let's not. Yeah.
I don't
Bumps up with Ray, and he's just like, huh!
There's a girl in my room.
Even if he was, I think he would be too timid to do anything about it. He'd just lie on the bed like.
He'd be the anime character that walks in on the girl as she's dressing, and just blood spurt out of his nose, and he'd turn around and slam the door and start yelling.
The real actualization of that.
No, exactly that.
Exactly. That's literally what I mean. The real actualization of that. I know what I said.
Scientific possible, what would actually happen? Because science.
Because science. Lots of science.
That'll be my catchphrase.
Why
should you vaccinate your kids? Because science.
Because science.
Did you not share the thing?
Who has been working this entire time to make sure stuff is working?
Fair.
All right.
Fair. Sorry, I won't be Brandon. I won't be Brandon. I am.
Don't you mess with how I'm doing everything. Face. Okay. So yeah, hello to people that are still in chat. Okay, let's see. We've got Brandon, we've got Tiffany, Miles.
Don't know who that.
I don't know who Miles is.
I don't think I know who they are either.
Me like.
Boo!
You should be ashamed.
I am.
There should be nothing but shame for you.
That's why I'm gonna be on the couch at Lowlum. Oh, the jokes we could make with that.
The jokes I'm trying not to make with that.
Our wives are so mad that we're leaving them for 5 days that we still are sleeping on the couch.
You're
in the couch. I almost said in the couch. Here, I'll go under the cushions. You're on top of the cushions.
How do you see the chat?
What are you looking for? What are you?
Which one?
Wait, how do you see?
There's
that?
okay. Wait,
The chat.
the art behind. Okay, so let's
there
see.
it goes.
There's.
I'll just mute that.
I'm guessing Miles.
Excuse me?
I'm guessing Miles.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, it's I'm guessing Miles.
You know what? Okay, then I'm okay with the me like comment. If it's Miles.
I still need to go and do this thing. So, okay, you guys. I really need to have a different face when I do pictures.
Oh, yeah.
I just have it just...
putting on its own face. You know what I like about my beard?
Go on.
Covers up your face.
I mean, yes, that. It makes me look a lot older than I am, but I feel like it's the perfect shape. Like, if you look at it from the side, it's like the perfect shape for one of those, like, Roman helmets. You know what I'm talking about? Like the ones with the ear come down pieces. It's, like, perfect for that.
See, I'm going to have to agree with the making you look older than you are.
Yep.
Oh, guess what I forgot?
Uh-oh.
There's Audacity somewhere.
Well, we're still doing the pre thing.
Yeah,
so it's okay.
I know we're still doing that, but
Got
it's like
like
I
4
still
minutes.
have to actually get that ready, or else there's basically no audio version. So
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're... Wait, we're not hitting record on it, so they're not going to hear it. Never mind. I'll say it when
he's
when
gonna
This
hit
part
record.
is just for YouTube people. This is their
I
happiness.
know. I was going to say, why are you just listening to it? Come watch it live, but the people not watching it live wouldn't hear it until you hit record, so I was saving it. I'm going to save it for later.
You're gonna save it for later. Okay.
Yeah.
Planning ahead.
Imagine
All right.
that. Wow, Caiden trying to make content.
Yeah.
Whoa. How
Shutting
did that
face.
happen? What?
I didn't say anything. I just said a word.
I'm not saying anything, but I sure am implying it heavily.
Shut up, Tyler. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have figured that out if not for you. Okay. Let's see this. Okay, this is the one part about social media in general that I kind of don't like. It's the like, okay, now I've got to sit there and go, and actually make sure that all the posts are here and all this is here and the links are here. So yeah. So
I made sure my link worked.
why are we doing this? It's like already married, and I have 3 of them. So yeah, that's why.
I don't have my ring on, but I am also married.
Yeah.
And I also
And then
have
there's
3
Tyler.
children. And then there's Tyler.
I also don't have a ring on, but that's because I'm still single.
What about your waifu?
Oh, Rem?
Yeah.
I mean, no one can replace Rem in my heart.
Exactly.
She gives me the doki dokis.
Sup?
I hate the fact that you're actually right with using that the right way. Oh man. On global media, you are my man right now. You are the dude. Spread your seed.
You know, the party
you see,
content is high.
I tried that once, but then they arrested me, and it didn't go over so well.
See, now I really want that to basically be like your new thing for Kawaii Cast. It's just like, yes, and I'm Tyler, spreading the seed.
Spreading it real good.
God.
Oh
my God.
Why?
That was
Poor Caiden here is stuck in the middle.
I'm hold on.
What? You're looking down, and that's concerning.
I know. Look, red shorts. I'm the strawberry in this Neapolitan.
You. Okay. All right. There's some things I'm saving specifically for like when we actually do this episode. So when I finish making this stupid post, But yeah, I will say there's some stuff that happened with FanX, with being a black guy that honestly is been. No, nothing bad. Just
I was gonna say
it's very Utah.
I was gonna say I saw you take a selfie with one of the 3 other black guys here in Utah.
yeah, we did. No,
Actually,
there were a few.
There
were a few. Okay. So, which one was he? Was he one of the Miles Morales, or was he the other Miles Morales, or maybe he was another Miles Morales?
No,
because guess what? If you were black, you basically had a Miles Morales cosplay.
He was Captain America in camo.
I think I might have seen him.
Shield.
Yeah, I think I actually might have seen him. So.
Yeah, that's my friend.
Yeah.
Well, I don't actually. Okay, to be fair, I don't know him, so I can't call him my friend.
It's a dude you know.
But it's a dude I know from Airsoft.
Okay.
Who I've like vaguely talked to and shot at, but that sounded bad. I shoot at everybody. I don't just specifically shoot at him. I want to make that clear.
No, you just shoot at him. That's Airsoft Club. Is he goes and stands in front of a wall and everyone else just takes shots.
Tyler.
I could make this really bad. Okay, so basically you just sit there like you all basically start, get everything primed and loaded, and you're like, run. We know you can. This is why I don't go airsoft. Anything.
Yeah, I haven't been in quite a while. It's the community is just full of drama. Like
what community isn't full of drama?
I know, but you'd think with a bunch of big burly men it'd be like, less drama, but in fact it's more drama than a freaking cheerleader club in a junior high school.
You shut your mouth. Cheerleader club. Not saying a word.
That was camaraderie.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I actually Miles, you literally just said Miles Morales, and I forgot Miles' name. Like, for a second there, I was like, he's not Miles. Miles Morales is. Like, how could they have the same name? That's weird. Anyways, Stephan was the only one who went to FanX.
Yeah, well, of this group.
Of this
group.
Yeah,
I was the only one that went over to FanX, so, yeah, we'll
get into it.
We'll be getting into it and whatnot. Okay, I at least finished that one post. Okay. Everything else is basically going to suck it for the moment. So, it's like, I really should do it on my personal one, but F it. So.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyone who banners on your personal one is following a cracked brain.
Too late now.
Not true.
I'm going to say it is.
There we go. Okay, I'm going to start up the audio version. So now, see, look at that. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at those beautiful wavelengths.
When some people aren't on the podcast, they're not just gigantic bricks. I didn't mean that towards anyone in particular.
Yes, he did. He 100% did. Are you ready for this? I do want to check the wavelengths for this. I'm gonna beatbox a little. Boots and cats.
That's as much beatboxing as you were gonna do. Like
I was nervous. Okay.
I was expecting like actually a few bars and like, all right, Caiden, let's do this and whatnot, and you just go like, and no.
I got.
He's the whitest one here. He can't beatbox.
Right.
I mean, I can't beatbox either, but
Mexican.
It's what a mariachi band is for.
So mariachi is just a Mexican beatbox with instruments. It makes sense.
You know what? Fine. For you, it's fun. I'll do a little bit. Little hint.
I believe
a little treat.
Stop saying it and do it.
That's what she said. Anyways. There you go. That's your treat.
How did I not know you had this ability?
Because I keep it really low. It's like down here, and I'm really surprised you haven't known, because that's like Jenna's favorite thing.
You've never said anything about, hey, I can beatbox.
That's like Jenna's favorite thing. She's like, yeah, my husband can beatbox, and I'm like, I really can't though.
But you can.
I mean, compared to other white guys, yeah, but I'm not like Will Smith.
But that's dated. But you can.
I mean, did you watch Men in Black 2?
Again, dated. No,
he's the youngest of us. He feels he has to.
I have to
make all of these old references.
You guys remember
to make us older guys feel better.
You guys remember that time when we had to cross the plains to come to Utah? That was great.
I'm not gonna say a word. I'm not gonna say a word, because if we really want to go back in that time frame, guess who's a slave?
You're not wrong.
There we go. So I will say welcome to episode 39 of the Crack Brain Podcast. I am your host, Stephan, joined by... I did this right when you're taking a drink.
I know. By... Cato.
No. He's just another version of Stephan. Just another version of Stephan. Okay, fine. I'll
My existence has been rewritten.
It's true.
Just saying.
I mean, joining the podcast and the company was definitely...
And then over here, we have a third version of Stephan. Or Tyler, you know.
Otherwise
However
known as Tyler.
Blink. So I'm just
space, baby. And I'll write your name.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll use the faux name. All right. There we go. So yes, like I said, episode 39. We're not joined by Carly, Brandon, and Ray. Carly and Brandon are still at FanX. I actually think Ray's still at FanX too.
Probably.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, yeah. I mean, earlier in the chat, Brandon did say he lost Carly, which isn't a surprise because I feel like I haven't seen Carly at cons, but I do feel like it's very like, ooh, shiny friends.
You're not wrong at all. The amount of times that like yesterday, Candace and I are trying to have a conversation. Candace would go, "Hey, Carly," it's like you would think of it, and Carly would go like, hey, and it's like, you're having a conversation, Carly. You need to kind of pay attention to this. There was one time we're up over on the second floor and it has a balcony so you can look over. She literally ditched the entire side of her conversation just to look over at friends. And it was just like, Squirrel Girl, can you please stop doing this?
I mean, at least she didn't jump over the balcony down to people below and be like, I know this person.
Look,
run off to go find them.
She already sustained one injury from not paying attention during her own performance. Let's not add some other form of injury that could happen.
No, you just superhero jump. It's terrible on the knees, but you know you'll be okay.
You know what? I really want to see Carly do that because not because
not from that high up.
Definitely not from that high up, and not because I want to cause her any harm. But at the same time, I realized that if she did try to go and do that, her ankles would just vaporize. I've seen the girl just walk a straight line. It's not pretty.
Choo-choo train.
You're not wrong. See, look, I try to do that so that way we don't completely guy smell this entire room and all of us leave hazmat here. Okay.
It is true. It does get really hot in this room.
It does.
I was going to say, it's already pretty warm.
Yeah. Well, you're wearing PJs like normal.
Well, these aren't even my fleece PJs, so they are my less hot pajamas.
I'm really seriously thinking about now making PJs. All right.
Can we just like Cracked Brain fashion line Tyler's PJs?
I will be the model for them.
You will 100% be the model.
We're going to do the Tyler line.
The Tyler line. It's all PJs.
A bunch of PJs and Kigus. That's it.
Yes.
There we go. I freaking love you guys.
She went after Shinny. What's Shinny, Brandon?
Brandon can't spell, and he doesn't know that there's only one N in shiny.
Shinny me teambies.
God.
I don't know what that was.
I was just thinking, I'm like, what?
I was trying to like take it a step further with like Shimber My Timbers.
There you go.
But, oh no.
Yeah, so let's see.
My wife is in chat now.
You're just now seeing that.
And the friend we have over. That is great.
You're just now seeing that. I don't know. Well, I don't know who the friend you have over, but I know who Jenna is. Awesome. Hello, Megan. How you doing? Not in that way.
How you doing?
You can do that.
I wonder. Oh yeah, hi. Anyways, welcome to Crack Brain Podcast, episode 139. Lovely to have you here.
What I said maybe like 10 minutes ago.
I know.
Actually, I think you left out the one. I think you just said episode 39.
I might not have enunciated, but I know I said it. Tiffany, I said it.
I didn't hear it, so that's why I mentioned.
Brandon can confirm.
I said it. I said it. All right. Unfortunately, I can't play back the audio right now, but I would.
Replay.
Instant replay.
I'm saying so many names inside my head right now.
Do you ever do that thing where you're like yelling at your kids, or not necessarily yelling, but like you mean to talk to
no, it's
one,
yelling.
and
It's
your
yelling.
name, one of the other's names goes through your head, and
That's
so
every
the
interaction.
names, the
Every
names
time.
jumble and they mix, and you just say like a random thing.
Well,
Yeah,
that and you go through all the names. I've called my kids my dog before. I'm like,
Yep.
Scamper, get off the fridge. What are you doing?
The amount of times that I've had to sit there going over with science experiment number 3 and go like, you know who you are. Come here. And it's just like, you know, it's bad. Or the fact that I still call Scaly Kitty, so Neko, our old dog's name, which is Miko. So all the time, I gotta go feed Miko, and every time it's like you can see a slight tear roll in Tiff's eye, and I'm like, oh, I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mess up with names all the
Words are
time.
hard. English is hard.
English is very hard. As someone that speaks another language, yes, English sucks.
You're bilingual.
Kinda.
Trilingual?
No. I used to be trilingual, and then a handful of other languages, and then like second grade happened, and every teacher told me to just speak English, because that's when you could say that, and it wasn't mean. But yeah, then I basically stopped speaking the other languages, because growing up, my mother would speak a little bit of French, and then we had an Austrian neighbor, and they would. I mean Austrian, but also kind of like Dutch too. But they would speak to me in a version of like Dutch, and also I'm forgetting what the Dutch speak.
Deutsch.
I'm forgetting. It's in Danish. So yeah,
Like the pastry?
yeah. We speak in pastries.
That'd be
Okay.
awesome.
Cranberry.
Here's
Cranberry cheese doodle.
I would not be like not okay. That was a double negative. I would be okay with this. Just give me
It's
pastries.
just a word bubble with like emojis of various different pastries, like cinnamon roll, croissant.
Oh,
You're
you want
giving
to
me
get the mail.
ideas.
Okay.
You're giving me ideas. Because now all I can think of is actually like a short, like an animated short with different races and whatnot, just sort of sitting there, and every single one is that country's version of of pastries and whatnot. And I keep on thinking of Americans, like, what are our key pastries other than like cookies? Pop-Tarts.
You're not wrong. I mean, I was gonna say donuts, but Pop Starts.
Pop starts.
He's having a stroke.
Pop-Tarts.
I am.
He's having a stroke.
You know what? It's been a day. It's been a day.
Do those count though? Because aren't they technically called toaster strudels, which would be German, right?
Yeah. Hey, look, that's everything American. We take what someone else did and slap a different name to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
No, I saw the name of your mouse.
The name of my mouse? But yeah, it's not Miles Morales.
His mouse
named
says
your mouse?
Black Web.
It says Black Web.
Okay. Here, I thought you just took a Sharpie and you wrote on it like
Stephan.
Steve.
Steve.
knowing me,
Steve. Don't touch Steve.
knowing me, it would be Steve. Steve.
Oh, I miss Steve.
It's okay. We're going to be like, we've got basically an entire week where we can actually kind of like write and stuff.
I know.
So yeah,
How's that going to be a thing?
freaking fantastic. So yeah, so like this weekend was FanX, and like they said, these two didn't go.
One of us is a hermit and tries to not leave the house.
The other one's unemployed.
Truth. So, yeah, it was. Well, I mean, it was still. I'll say that I had more fun this time around than I did last time over in the fall, and it has 100% to do with the fact that all I did was panels, and then I left. Yeah. It was like, hey, guess what? Ultra Sabers is there again, and they're there again, and they're there again. The only thing different is panels. So I'm going to do more of those. So
Right. Yeah. The panels seem quite successful.
yeah, so
What I saw.
that was something where, their initiative this year was trying to make the panels like more interactive and more interesting, and what was actually kind of cool is that this year, FanX hasn't been big on doing anime panels.
Right.
This year they let 4 in. So there was the My Hero Academia panel that I did yesterday at whatever, it was Friday. All right. Did that one first in the morning. Didn't have we got a much bigger room. So if we would have been in the same room that we had gone to last year, we probably still would have had people sitting outside, but this time around they gave us a much bigger room, almost by double. So we got about a little more than halfway.
It's
filled with
almost
it.
if
Nice.
they thought My Hero Academia was a big fandom.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, here was the thing. They put it on Friday, which is still a pretty good day, but they put it at 11 o'clock.
Oh, you mean when all the kids are still in school?
All the kids were still in school. Every person that kept on walking up to me after the panel was like, so when does the My Hero Academia panel start? It's like, it ended.
It's over.
So we went over to Blake and we're like, hey, Blake, so just letting you know, you're going to get a lot of really mean comments just because of the timing. I hope that's not a problem. So, yeah, needless to say, we've already been greenlit for September, and we'll get a better, we'll probably stay in that room, but we're going to get a better time slot. So, yeah, it was actually really, really good. And then, at the end of it, got to do a call out to Chris Sabat. So that was cool.
Saw that.
Yeah, that was rad. So I kind of set that up just as hey, maybe this will work. So yeah.
Always on the grind for content. What happens?
You're not wrong. So yeah, it's we had a bit of fun that way. Like I said, that panel was cool. Gave away a lot of stuff, and we've already all the panelists have already basically started getting more stuff for the spring. So hey, if you came out to our first one and got something, awesome. If you came out to this last one, cool. This next time around, and I think this time we had 10 different prizes. I think we're gonna try to go for 25.
Wow.
We just want to toss them at people. Just here you go.
Can you get one of those air cannons?
I could.
I want to shoot one of those. Just
I
a
lo-
t-shirt cannon, just out into the audience.
We can make one. I actually have all the PVC needed for one. We just need a good enough air compressor.
Yeah. I do.
Sounds awesome.
I have a bunch of CO2 cartridges.
I think we can make it, but it would have to be a huge CO2 cartridge.
Yeah, it's not. It's just a little ones you put in an airsoft pistol.
Yeah. So I mean, these are all good ideas that I think we might need to do.
Coming soon to a con near you.
What should be a t-shirt cannon? Who knows what we'll put inside of it?
Coming soon to DVD and VHS. You don't remember that?
There's another dated reference.
Yep.
I touched Tyler's leg. I just
Getting
wanna
that
make
THX going with you, aren't you?
So, have you guys heard about this new technology, laser discs? They're crazy.
You're
Oh my goodness.
They're so huge, but the quality is amazeballs.
right, and the fact that maybe certain movies I don't know, Titanic take 2 and a 2.5 discs. Thinking back to it, I'm like,
I
yeah,
mean, but it
that was
took
about
up
2.5.
2 VHSs, so
Yeah, you're not wrong. So yeah, I assure you that may be the last Laserdisc reference of this episode, not of this podcast. I guarantee you it'll show up again. So yeah, like I said, so that was pretty cool. Let's see, the next panel I had on Friday. What? Oh yeah, the anime panel I had with Candace. The one where we're sitting there. Maybe we might get 5 people. Half a filled room later, just wow. Okay.
People showed up for this?
Yeah, it legitimately we were both just sort of sitting there okay, maybe people might show up, and then we turn the corner getting ready to go into the room, and it's and people are here. oh no, we actually have to do this thing.
We can't just joke around. We actually have to be entertaining.
Yeah, well, and see,
that.
that was the cool part where it's like, so the way we kind of did it is we had like 5 or 6 anime that we wanted to spotlight. We wanted to use ones that weren't super popular but still came out last year. And those actually went really, really well. And I'm glad that I had Candace on, and kind of Candace only on that one, because I kind of feel if I did have more people on that, so many of the facts that Candace put out there would not have gotten to. You know, so it was something where I was like, it's more people responded well out of that one, just going like, I didn't know that the animation was done that way. I didn't know that was, you know, that was it that way. Where I basically just did stories and a little bit of humor.
She's really good at like the facts and like the studios and everything. Yeah. So like even on Kawaii Cast over there, I'm just like, I'm gonna talk. I'm here for the humor, I guess. And like I'll admit she talks most of the time.
She does. She does.
But you know, she's got a lot of the facts down for those.
I would say, so I'm going to make a reference here. She is a fire hydrant.
Is it going to be another dated reference?
No, fire hydrants. We still use those nowadays, right? Like,
well,
that's like
not we personally, but
I mean,
they're
like
still on the infrastructure
yes.
of cities. So
we could use a fire hydrant.
I'm not gonna. That there's a heavy fine with that, and we're not that much in profits.
Anyways, she's a fire hydrant, and I would say you guys are the hose. You just kind of direct her facts and
We're
fluid.
Yes.
And it's just like, you know.
I stopped at we're hose.
You're hose. Yeah. That's true.
we hose. Just a shirt, only coming for Tyler and I. We hose.
Be gone, thought.
Oh God.
That was great.
So yeah, like I said, it's like that was. I really enjoyed that panel. I know. I can't say I know, but odds are we're probably going to be doing that panel again. But I have no idea what we're really going to do as far as the anime selection then, because like we at least had a whole year to kind of select. Right now, I don't know about you guys, but right now my anime selection is basically like Fruits Baskets and maybe a couple other ones that are kind of meh. So
yeah, I'll give you all a little sneak peek of this next week's Kawaii Cast. The summer season is kind of shit.
Yeah.
Or sorry, it's the spring. The spring anime season is kind of shit. We'll go over it better, but you know, that's what it's like.
I'm just the one who doesn't watch anime. Out of the entire group.
Sinner.
Okay, to be fair,
Shun the non-believer.
I was caught up with Attack on Titan, including the mangas.
Okay.
The mangas.
But did you watch the spin-off series?
There's a spin-off series?
There's a spin-off series of Attack on Titan where it's like an alternate universe where they're in middle school.
What the
I'm dead serious. It's on Funimation. You can check it out.
Okay, that and then My Hero, but I'm not caught up on My Hero.
It's good.
I'm at the part where they just moved into the place together, all the students.
Oh, okay. For a second, I'm like,
the dorm
what?
rooms.
And I was like,
Well, I
okay.
didn't want to give it away. I don't know if it's not really a spoiler.
Yeah, it's like that one's not as much of a spoiler. It's not like you're sitting there saying like the end of a battle sequence. So, shut up.
I mean, like the end of the battle sequence where Deku kicked your butt.
He didn't do anything. Oh.
That was so perfect.
I still don't get it.
Jump Force.
Jump Force.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I don't understand. Oh, you son of a bitch.
The fact that you're still riding this high, dude.
I feel good about it. I fantasize about it in the shower. I'm not lying. Like,
Stephan!
Why are you rubbing your crotch when you...
Don't you not soap your junk?
Oh. I don't name my junk Stephan, though. I don't think Jenna would be cool.
I'm not saying you name your junk Stephan. I'm just saying... You know what? Move on.
Anyway, no, I like come up with like a whole like thing I should have said. Have you ever had that where you like think back on a situation, you're like, I should have done this, or I should have said this?
Yes.
Like hindsight's 2020. I get that all the time.
Yeah, it happens
does.
a lot.
All the time. It's like, oh, I should have, ran with the plus ultra speech when I was about to win, but I didn't. I should have.
You should have.
I should have.
Look, there's next week. There's next week if you win. So.
Be warned, Stephan has been practicing hard.
I don't have the game, so I can't.
You're not wrong.
I just need to download Mortal Kombat off the Game Pass and just try to...
That's right. That does come out this next week, doesn't it?
That's all right. I'm over here like, Smash.
I love Smash so much. Want to Smash.
If anyone wants to challenge me in Smash,
Nintendo,
I'm ready
let me
for
Smash. What are your...
Saying Nintendo let me smash while bopping up and down,
Smash.
not a good thing.
Smash.
There you go. Let's see, and I'm gonna finish up with the FanX. Like I said, today did a lo-fi panel, which was kind of like, that was actually really really cool, because I didn't really know anime lo-fi was a thing. Like I had like been listening to lo-fi music without realizing that there was a name for it. So when all of a sudden Kiki was all like, "Oh yeah, so I'm putting you on this lo-fi panel," I'm going like, "I don't know what that is," and then she looks through my playlist and goes, "Well, no, yes you do. It's all of this." I'm like, "Oh."
I've been saying that wrong.
See this entire
You've been saying
thing?
Lofi.
I have. I'm like, we're gonna listen to some lo-fi hip hop remixes.
Lo-fi, low fidelity.
Okay. Okay.
Hi-fi,
That
high
makes
fidelity.
Sense. That makes sense. It makes sense now. I got it. It's on lock.
No, it's not.
it's not.
No, it's not.
I have not popped, locked it, or dropped it.
So yeah, like I said, that panel was actually really really cool. Brought on some other people for it, like last minute. But part of the reason why it was so fun is at one point, we would sit there and listen to actual songs during the panel. I live streamed some of the panel over on my personal Instagram page. So if you go to Cracked Brain Cospod, you can kind of see that at least for the next 24 hours. But it was like really cool. We're sitting there kind of like vibing out to some music, and at one point Kiki goes like, "Hey, let's go and bring down the lights. It'd be cool if we could bring down the lights." And then all of a sudden they actually brought down the lights. We're like, "Yeah!"
Okay,
was it very reminiscent of your DJ days?
I'm not saying no, but yeah. Ish. So it was like we went. It's like they went and they did that, which was actually really really cool. And we'd sit there and listen to these songs, and everyone would sit there and like bopping their head and be like, "Yeah, this is actually cool," And then we had Jay Washington. He's a comedian from L.A. Does a Mad Titan podcast, and he's been on the Nerdist and and all these different media outlets and whatnot. During the Megalobox song and whatnot, we actually got him to freestyle during it, just on the spot, and he's just sitting there going off, and we're all like, "Say what?" All right, there we go, So it was like,
is there footage of that? I want to see this.
It's on my live. You got it. Like I think it's maybe about like 25 minutes in, but yeah, you're gonna have to watch the Instagram live for that.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, that entire thing was nice and it was chill and it was awesome. And then we get done with the panel, we go back over to the green room, we're sitting there kind of eating a little bit, and then it finally occurs to us why that panel was like, why everyone in the audience was like really chill and really cool and whatnot. We didn't realize that today was 420.
Oh no!
So when you have anime and vibing out and whatnot, it's like looking back, everyone was just sitting there like, yeah, tight. We're just like, man, this panel feels it. It's rad. So all of a sudden we're just like, oh well, now we got to do it again, but this time inside the brochure we're just going to be like, hey, come out to the anime lo-fi panel, real relaxed time, a nice way to go and put your feet up, snacks encouraged.
Snacks encouraged.
So
have you had the bag of munchies? Like the actual
The snack, like
I was about to say, like,
yeah, no, it's like
maybe
the Chex Mix munchies, not.
Yeah, before we get too far, your wife needs the key, please.
Maybe I have the key.
I'm trying to. I can only do so much.
Do I have the key? It is not in any of my pockets.
He's the key master.
No key in here.
Low key, no
Okay,
key.
never mind. There's key.
Okay. Where were we?
Shove it under the door.
It is under the door.
door.
Hodor.
You prick. So yeah, like
So it sounds like at least one of us is up to date on Game of Thrones.
I did not watch the newest episode. It's on the Plex server that I need to watch, but
I did.
I'm caught up on the Flash. That's some stuff.
Wait, this last week was supposed to be Godspeed, right?
Yep.
I'm wondering how that went now.
It was okay.
As I burp.
It was okay. No, the Flash is getting flashy. Game of Thrones. I've already seen all the memes,
wait,
so-
flashy. So you mean we're seeing butts and nips?
No, that would be streaky.
Ah.
That was pulling a fast one on us. No, it's just, it's not bad, but it's definitely getting to the point of like, I feel like the CW has a problem with plateauing.
They don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, with a lot of the shows like Arrow, Supernatural, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, all of those like CW shows have just kind of.
Yeah, it's like they finally hit this point where it's like we haven't necessarily told all the stories, but we've told some really intriguing ones, and you're sitting there going like, how can we top that? And you go, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. So that's where it comes up to a really great writer to sit there and go, what else can we do that is visually stunning? So because writing a novel and writing, like a movie or a show or something like that, two completely different things.
I know that.
Yeah.
Well, it took an hour to write. I figured it would take an hour to read.
Right. So.
Oh,
I know. Like I said, we're getting there.
It's just sitting on the drive.
Yeah.
My baby.
Right. So. Yeah, like I said, all in all, FanX, really, really fun. Oh crap! I almost forgot about this. So, like one of the perks with doing a multitude of panels. So I think it's like you've got to do 2 or more or something like that, maybe 3 or more. Is that you get green room access? So like if you've ever been to the Salt Palace. It's upstairs. It's a room that basically kind of like looks over the entire convention center, which is actually kind of weird. But you'll get snacks and drinks, and it's a nice place to go and relax and whatnot. Every now and then, sometimes you'll even get the celebrities and whatnot. They'll walk in and out of there and whatnot, and you basically kind of have to do your best not to bug them. So there's an etiquette where they just try to go and tell you like, hey, so if so and so a person walks in, don't go up to them and like haunt them with a bunch of questions just because you have access to them in this personal space. Like relax, maybe say a word to them, but then like go away. So and some people get that, and some people do not. But so like they're like this last week, I think I saw like Mike Coulter 3 or 4 times. And just sort of like, hey, like I don't go and bug people for a selfie. It was just sort of like, hey, what's up, dude? And then just kind of walk off. And then like some members of the Office cast were in there, but all of a sudden, like Mike Coulter, he walks out, to go and get ready to go and do something. So I'm still sitting there eating. All of a sudden, I kind of walk out maybe like 5 minutes later, and it was yesterday when I was still wearing the Crack Brain shirt. All of a sudden, this guy stops over. He's like, I know who you are. I know who you are. And I'm going like, cool, Cracked Brain, what's up? He's like, no, I know who you are. You're Mike Coulter's little brother, aren't you? And I just go like,
I should have laughed.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
So I basically just, for the rest of the day, I was just like, hey, I'm in cosplay today. Mike Coulter's little brother, what up? So just at different times, it would sit there and look at me and be like, Mike Coulter's little brother, what up? Whatnot. So the little stuff, what?
Nothing.
So yeah, like you said, little stuff like that happens, or just like when all of a sudden, like today, we had myself, Kiki, Jay Washington, Jay Whitaker, and like a few other people and whatnot. Just a team of black people walking outside of the green room, playing music really loud. Okay, and it was all hip hop. And I just walked out. I'm like, guys, not to say anything wrong, but I'm guaranteeing you, one of these kids is looking over like, is that what Run DMC is supposed to look like? As if on cue. One kid walks up and goes, hey, are you guys a hip-hop group? And I'm like, I just sit there, I'm just like, push him aside like, go, 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 go. So, yeah, it's a thing. Utah is very special.
So, if a... Never mind.
Okay.
Nope. Not saying it. We're live. We can't do that. How high does your voice go?
I'm going to encourage you doing that because we're live.
Okay, so if a group of fish is called a school, right? And a group of like animals is a herd.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. I know where this is going. Just stop.
You wanted me to keep going, so I kept going.
I get very concerned at times. I just sit there and go like, what realm of internet history are we about to hit right now?
Oh, the ignorance. No, it's fine. It's okay. Yes, you did pause on taking a drink.
Yeah, I do that.
Megan asks, how high does your voice go? Which one of us? Or do you want us all to demonstrate?
I'm assuming she's probably talking about me. So yeah, this is the normal fake version of my voice. It does go lower, like naturally.
Probably telling her about your amazing low voice.
So yeah, technically the voice is down here. I don't like doing that often, mainly just because words get garbled up. So yeah, I bring it up over here. This is what I call my white friendly voice. So yeah, but it's one of those where I can go and bring it up over here all the time if I really wanted to. It's not really that hard. So
who did I just? You guys remember? Okay, another data reference, but you guys remember Space Jam?
Yes.
That was the exact same voice for one of the aliens.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why I did it.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that's a voice I literally practiced when I was when did Space Jam come out? When I was like 9 or something like that.
I think it came out in like 98 or 99.
It was about there.
Somewhere around there.
So yeah, it's like I
when grunge was cool.
I would sit there and practice different voices and whatnot. And that was one that I kind of had like locked down. So when I'm 9 years old, and that's also when I was going through puberty and whatnot. So all of a sudden, like the voice would sit there and crack every now and then, and it's just like, yes, it's all of a sudden I'm speaking over here, not really understanding why I would get old, whatnot. So I would just sit there and be like, I'm just going to keep my voice up over here. Thank you very much.
Okay, so my dad works in junior high school. I went to his junior high, and he was my teacher. I had to go back for like the key to his new house or something. And going back and listening to all the teenagers' voice cracked, I laughed my ass off in the halls.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. They'd be like, dude, you're so fake! I'm like, this is really freaking funny!
It's part of what I'm looking forward to most with having boys. Okay. Every last time it comes, I'm just like, oh, what'd you say that, son?
What was that?
So, yeah. Good stuff. So yeah, that was my weekend. How was your guys' weekend?
Like I said in the CB chat, I sat home and ate tater tots.
Jealous.
And actually, so we got an air fryer. I don't know if you guys have heard of those.
I've got one of those.
But they're amazing. I just put the tater tots in there, 400 degrees for like 10 minutes. perfect crispy. Perfect. It was so good. We
so
mixed
good.
some barbecue and mayo and some ketchup, made like a dip.
You lost me with one thing there, but I'm
Mayo?
still following. Yeah, it's a thing.
I mean, I don't like mayo either, but
It's a
in
thing.
dips, it's okay. But I don't like, I'm not the type of person who's like, oh, I'm making like a ham and cheese sandwich. Let me smack some mayo on it.
Let me just slap an inch of mayo on one slice of bread.
Yeah.
And then another
gross.
inch of mayo on the other slice of
Yeah.
bread.
I've
That I
seen
can't
people
handle.
do that. All right.
When Jenna wants to gross me out, she'll take a spoonful and just,
Ugh.
yeah. That's my exact reaction. And I'm like, you ain't kissing me with that mouth. I mean, I still take the kiss, but I don't like it.
That's wrong. That's
But
I'm not trying to live any sort of undercover brother situation, but that's wrong.
But you know, cricket flour is okay.
It's we are definitely going to be doing cricket flour because we got the go ahead to go and do it from Carly. Okay.
Why,
Okay.
Carly? Why'd you turn on me?
Good job,
All right.
Carly.
You were with me,
So
telling him no.
one of the coolest, it's like something that actually like it happens every now and then now, but like I'm still not really used to running into people that are fans and whatnot. So you know, it's like anytime someone comes up to me like, "Oh my God, cracked brain," I'm going, like, "Hey, what? Okay,
Wait
yeah.
a second.
You listened, you watched, weird, and whatnot." So yeah, it's like we're just sort of standing around, and we were watching, or not watching. We were standing over by one of the Star Wars booths and whatnot, and we're just sort of hanging out. And all of a sudden, this guy kind of looks over at my shirt, and he's like, "Crack Brain. Hey, you do the Crack Brain podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of cool." And he's like, "Yeah, hey, man, I love that. It's awesome." Yeah, I kind of missed out on some of the episodes and whatnot, but it's still really, really cool. Hey, when are you guys going to be doing the cricket flour? And I just looked straight over at Carly. I'm like,
No.
fans are telling us that we have to do this. Guess what? We're doing it.
So mote it be.
So I'm telling you right now, by fan request, we doing cricket flour. We doing cricket flour. It's okay. Like Moody said that she would join us too. She's actually excited about it.
Why? Why?
God, I can't wait.
Oh no. Oh no. Is it gonna be one of those things where it's like spin this turning wheel of like
No.
different pastries and one of them's the cricket flour
No,
one?
we're just eating cricket flour, and I've already decided one will be just normal cricket flour, and the other one will be rum cricket flour. So like it's like we're gonna do cricket brownies and rum cricket brownies.
Okay.
It's okay, yeah.
As long as I
I
get the
mean,
rum.
that doesn't sound too bad.
Remember that when you cook alcohol, the alcohol gets cooked
Not
out.
if
So
you
the
use enough of it.
We're not going in and going like 2 bottles, yeah.
If you make
But I mean,
banana-
it does make the brownies extra moist.
Oh, you
It's
know-
just syrup. Just sitting there. He's licking the bowl like, ah.
So Tyler's part of my D&D campaign, which we haven't played in a while, and I want to.
No,
because
no,
it's
we
fun.
haven't. Like, I want to, but at the same time, like, you need to get things
yeah.
sorted out. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna push it.
But it's coming full circle. Wait for it. I made brownies, and I forgot the water. So it was like a brownie mix, and I put the oil in, I put the egg in. And
Okay, so yeah, you were doing one of those. Okay.
Yeah, and I forgot the water, so it was just chocolate oil. That's how it came out.
Yeah,
It was not great. It was. I don't usually when I make brownies, like they're usually gone within the first 10 minutes of the game starting, and
They stuck around a bit.
These were not touched at all. Like, even my kids wouldn't touch it. Pretty sure the dogs wouldn't even touch it.
Well, now you know, like water.
Don't forget the water.
Like Instamixes.
Hydrate.
You sitting there saying that, I'm like, when do you put water in brownies and
When you're
whatnot?
doing mix, when you're being cheap, you're not like making them from scratch. However, Hallie has been making cookies and everything from scratch. Amazing.
Right. I think I've actually had one of the cookies a while back. I think.
They're so good.
Yeah.
She makes biscuits now.
So what you're saying
Fluffy
is
biscuits.
what you're saying is we need to go and give your daughter a cricket flower. and have
I mean,
her
she
run
would love doing
experiments.
it just to get to me, because she's that way. But
Parental torture.
she already likes doing that.
Do it, Jenna. Let's give her the okay, please.
She is in the chat. She's calling me a liar.
Yeah, I know.
Pants on fire? I don't think so.
I hope not. You're in my house.
I mean, I did have Taco Bell earlier.
Get out of my house.
I didn't have Taco Bell. Taco Bell's gross.
Taco Bell's.
I don't like Taco Bell. Like, if I had to choose between Del Taco and Taco Bell, I'd go Del Taco.
See, I'd still go with Taco Bell.
Why?
Even though it tastes like cardboard, at least I know I'm eating cardboard. Del Taco takes a lot of risks to make it try not tasting like have it not taste like Taco Bell, and every now and then you get a dud of a burrito. The amount of times I'm like, this burrito is awesome, and then I try to get it one more time, and it's like, and something's wrong. You know,
It's not
so
consistent.
at least, like I said,
I
Taco
can get
Bell
that.
understands what they are. It's like, look, it's 2:00 in the morning. You're probably drunk. You're making a bad decision, but guess what? We'll take your money anyway. You know.
It's like texting your ex.
Yeah.
That should be Taco Bell's slogan. Just like texting your ex.
No. A little bit better than texting your ex.
A little bit better. Slightly.
It's like a food booty call.
It really is. You're going around in that drive-thru. It should no longer be like, "Hi, welcome to Taco Bell." Like, "What's up?" You're like, "How you doing, boo?" Hey, listen real quick. All right, I know we haven't done this in a long time, but I'm just telling you right now, we're gonna hit them soft tacos.
You're looking real good tonight.
Yeah. Do you know the other way to say chalupa? Oh, we're gonna find out.
What the hell is happening? Oh, yeah.
So, I really love doing this podcast. I really do.
Baja Blast. That's your new topic. Go.
I barely like it.
No, like, you continue with the storytelling. But
Oh,
Baja Blast.
no. It was.
Are you a horse? What was that?
No, I'm just. Well, that's Scooby. So no, like I said, it's
Zoinks. That was bad. It was close, but not quite. I'll get there one
you
day.
gotta practice it. I cannot do
Shaggy?
Shaggy
Can't do
whatsoever.
Shaggy.
I can't do that Shaggy. I can do Let him mercy.
Oh, another dated reference.
Yeah, but see, that's like my first.
Yeah. She got me on the counter.
Also, he's old enough to be making these dated references.
You know what?
You're the baby. You're like 11 years younger than me.
That's not true.
You're the opposite of basically the Steve Buscemi Hello Fellow Teenagers. You're basically a baby walking up to them like, Hello teenagers, I'm one of you.
But I am. Because I can make these references.
I can shave.
He's
Pencil.
He's the
Obviously, I can.
He's the guy walking into the office with a laptop bag, like being like, "Hello, fellow adults. I was adulting today."
Adulting sucks, okay?
Last night I went to the liquor store. Okay.
I bought a bottle of Siach.
See, you lost me.
Yes, it's silent.
It's Escotch.
Scotch.
What did I say in the chat earlier this week? Something about a couch crotch? Crotch?
Crouch?
I obviously missed that. That had to be
Crouch.
when I was asleep.
I was trying to say something about tears in my pants in the crotch, but I think I spelled it in a way that it came out like almost a mixture of crotch and couch, and it was like crouch.
Crouch.
But not like crouch as in like, press B button. It was like crouch like, come sit on my crotch. It's the couch.
Aha, you've got a crotch couch.
Got a crotch couch.
It sounds like a very bad venereal disease.
I mean,
You might need to get that checked.
we had one of those in a high school theater class, so
Yeah.
every high school has one.
Yeah.
If you don't know about
sex couch. It's the couch that no one goes to. Sometimes it's in the background of every scene, and you will see ensemble kind of like dance around it. And if someone sits on it, it's like sitting on a bomb. It's like,
One more time for the audience. Oh, that was great. Okay, thanks. That's all I needed. I can die happy.
I'll give you the soundbite later.
Little clip
There you
in.
go.
So much hype.
Oh, God dang it. Look, we burned him enough. Brandon got a little happy with the editing. So. There we go.
I will say your editing skills have been improving, so keep it up.
I mean,
You might be
they're-
decent.
They're bound to when we make him practice
Yeah.
a lot.
He said he's been doing a good
Every
job.
Friday.
So, yeah, now...
Although I will say with my last Fractured Friday update, I tried to do as little editing on him as possible, because like the ones before it that I've done, I've noticed I'm constantly like, and this happened, and so I'm like, I just had to sit down. I wrote out a script. I was like, I'm just gonna follow this, Brandon. I'm gonna make it easy on you.
As long as you actually tell him, like, while writing the script and be like, I'm making this easier on you on the recording and whatnot. Yeah, it's like, I'm doing my job.
mean-
my due diligence.
I talk to him in my editing. Do you guys not do that?
No,
Like, when I'm talking
I
about
snap
myself,
mine
I'm
out
like,
in
I'm
basically
sorry,
like one
Brandon.
go, and then I'm good.
I did with that. I wrote the script, and then I was like, I started my recording. I was like, hey, Brandon, I'm going to try to make this easy on you, so I gave him a little thing, and then I was like, well, he can edit whatever else out.
Yeah.
Sorry for hitting the mic over and over again.
How dare you? No, for the love of God, please don't do that.
Is the audience not like that?
No, the amount of times I keep on getting like either comments or messages going like, can you tell people to stop hitting the table? It's like, I can try. So, yeah.
Georgia of the jungle.
Strong as he can be. So yeah, I want to go and take a quick couple minutes to go and thank our Patreon subscribers. Through your guys' donations and whatnot, you've been able to help change the look and feel of the podcast and a lot of the stuff that we're doing. And you've also been able to help a lot in some of the productions that I promise you are coming. It's just taking a little bit of time. So if you're unfamiliar with Patreon, it's a way to basically go and kind of like help us out by signing up for some different tiers, and we give you rewards for those for signing on with that. So like in our lowest tier, I think is just $1. We go, yeah, $1. We go and we get you the podcast a little bit earlier. And a couple other little interactions. We also try to go and get you. We haven't been able to go and do an episode of Do You Even Nerd Bra? Because Adam Bombody she's basically in utter like wedding planning hell right now.
Oh, I know.
So
Time constraints.
yeah, so I'm telling you, episodes will be coming soon, but yeah, we're just a little bit behind on those.
Due to unforeseen romantic influences.
That's a really nice way to go and put it, because I thought you were about to say like complications or something. So,
Complications. No, wedding isn't a complication. It should be a
I
happy.
mean,
right.
as the single guy here, I'm gonna say it kind of is.
There you go. So, as like I said, and as our patrons, we want to do a very special thank you to Brandon Peck, Candace Chesley, Dorkside Cookies, George Alcocer, Jason Ross, Ray Gill, Ryan Bielick, Sammy, Stephanie Sooty, Tyler Jacobson,
Hey, that's me.
Tyler Jones, yes it is, and Whitney. Thank you guys so much for your donations over on Patreon. We're going to be getting out a lot more content out over to you guys in the coming months, and a couple more stickers as well. This last month, the printing company, I don't know what in the world happened. It just basically took a gigantic dump, honestly. So I'm kind of in the middle of finding a different printing company to go through. But
Can't do it.
We'll be kind of getting those out to you guys, and thank you guys so much for that. This episode is also brought to you by the new, wrong computer. The
letter
new,
C.
The letter C. CB to be specific. Thank you very much. Is brought to you by the Cracked Brain store. So as some of you guys might know, we opened up a new Shopify store to go and get different merch and whatnot out over to you guys. So that's where things like this mug right over here, our new black Cracked Brain mug, 15 ounces. So yeah, it's like it really, really cool and
4
whatnot.
more ounces of coffee.
4 more ounces of coffee, because you need it. But yeah, things like that. This tank top, which a lot of you guys have been asking me about, it comes in multitudes of different styles and whatnot. So don't just think you only have to go and get this one. There was an option to make it kind of like Space Jam-esque and whatnot, with like the white and then the little bit of the blue. So yeah, I did that.
I was gonna say let's all get that.
Yeah. So yeah, like over here, if you go over to our store, you'll be able to go and see it. And like I said, we really wanted to go and try making a diverse amount of products. So when you do go over to the Shopify store, some people have been kind of mistaken when they go over. Like, this is the front page. The popular products, this I've changed 9 times, and I'm continuing to try to figure out how to change it still. So to go to the actual store, you got to go up over here to catalog, and then you can go through everything right there. So we have reduced the prices. A lot of you guys were saying like, oh, this is awesome, but maybe it could be a little bit cheaper. Guess what? We did it. If you use discount code CB shop, so the letter CB, no space, just shop. You'll get an extra 10% off of your entire order.
CBSHOP.
He can spell.
Yay!
So yeah, like I said, we put a lot of work into this. There will be some additional designs. If you guys like the men's high top sneakers, very soon there will be a white version and a black version. So we're just kind of finalizing the design on that. Yeah, lots of quality testing. Ugh.
I didn't say quality, I said equality, but okay.
Equality, same thing. So yeah, like I said, we tried to go and make enough products over here be kind of there and be able to show off everything.
Really
like
awesome.
I said, there's the tank, in the actual kind of like Space Jam-esque.
Space Jam.
So yeah, like I said, we're going to be adding in quite a few other things. We're working on different designs, some original designs as well. So yeah, definitely look that up. But if you want to be able to go and check it out, go to cracked-brain.myshopify.com. And then you'll be able to go and get that access. If you go over to all of our social medias and stuff like that, you'll find it.
Yeah.
So yeah. There we go. But yeah,
sponsored by.
Quick little aside to go and and to make sure people knew.
Promote.
So I'm a little biased here, but I like the Kawaii Cast mug, if only because of the podcat.
Oh, you would.
Oh my!
Right. So yeah, it's like I said, we tried to make sure that like there was enough stuff over there that was actually gonna be really, really fun.
Yeah.
And there's some things on there like on the admin side that I don't think are ever going to see the light of day. Well, like, they'll be there for us. So I don't really know if they'll come up. So basically, we designed Cracked Brain underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just in case,
no one wants peck on your pecker, okay?
If you really want peck on your peck, we may have that for you.
No, sorry. Let me put it this way. If you want a prick on your prick, get this underwear.
It's a peck on a prick.
Peck on a prick.
It's exactly how I'd frame it, too. Just like
a dog on a stick.
Yeah, peck on a prick.
Peck on a prick. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, like if enough people actually tell me, like, no, we actually want peck on a prick, I'll be like, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to do this. So guess what, Brandon? We're making this live.
And, I want to let you know I am not on this underwear. I am not featured, so it's fine.
But you can be.
Oh no.
And odds are, if we do this, I am absolutely going to make sure. Like, honestly, it'll probably be that same picture of Brandon. But if we're gonna be back on it, I want us doing the fusion like this.
I'll take the make me a butt cheek.
We'll make you a butt cheek. So yeah, it's like. I really like. I kind of really want it to happen, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe we should. So who knows? If enough people say that they want peck on a prick, we'll actually do it.
Peck on a prick. That's great. I'm gonna say that more.
A peck on a prick.
Peck on a prick. That's great.
We'll work that into something.
So, what's our schedule like for Level Up coming up next weekend?
Yes. So, for those of you that might not be updated, we're going out over to Level Up Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada. Nevada. Yeah. Say something again about how I say things. Go ahead. Try it.
Do it.
Anyway, so it's actually really, really cool. When I sent out the message to them, I was honestly expecting them to reject us, and they didn't. We're gonna be going out over there. I should really have the page up, but I think that's more work than I really want to do right now. On Friday we actually have 2 panels. We've got a Ruby fandom panel that's actually going to be really, really cool, really, really fun. And then after that one, I think by like an hour or two, we've got a podcasting panel. So it's the Ruby panel will be myself. We've got Candace, Tyler, Candace, Brandon, Carly, and David Penrod from Portal 64 and Vitalcast. So he's going to be out over there with us. And then, like I said, later on that day, we've got a podcasting panel, which will be myself, Candace, Madam Moody, so from Cosplay and Seam Rippers, or Seam Rippers and Dremels. I get that wrong every time.
It's okay.
So she'll be there, as well as David Penrod again for that one, and then we're actually going to have George Mathis of Dorkside News Network. So that one's actually going to be really, really fun. If you've ever really wanted to start a podcast but didn't know where to start, catch that panel. And then
lots of information.
And then, I'm sorry, that was Saturday. We're doing nothing on Friday. I don't know why I said Friday. We're doing nothing on Friday. We're just going to have fun. Saturday is when those first 2 panels are going on. Sunday, I think it was like 6 o'clock, or like 5 or 6 o'clock.
5:30. Wait,
no,
5:30 is when it comes out.
Yeah.
Or gets over, so it starts at 3:30.
Something like that. There's
a schedule, we promise.
I've posted it a couple times. We've got our Chaos Corner, and we're really, really looking forward to that. Some things, are definitely going to be happening, and other things that we were kind of planning were just sort of like didn't really come together in time. So the fun of it will still be there. Like, I'll tell you guys something that I was kind of mentioning over to them before. Like one of the little bits, like we've got some equipment that we actually need for the panel itself. And getting an email like all this time, this last couple of months, like, you guys are gonna have all the equipment you want. You guys are gonna have it. It's gonna be amazing, fantastic, and whatnot. And then getting an email earlier this week of like, so you might not have what you need. and me sitting there going like, oh. It's time to start thinking up solutions, because guess what? We're going to be there next week, so it
will still be fun, though. Just still catch us. We'll make it entertaining.
It's definitely going to be a lot of fun. If you're not going to be out over at Level Up Expo, we are going to be doing another version of it at Free Comic Book Day over at Game Haven and Sandy.
Yep.
So we're going to start that one. It's going to be kind of like a mix of things. We're going to start doing our Chaos Corner earlier in the day, probably right around 10 o'clock or so, just for the attendees of Free Comic Book Day. And then after that, I think right around like noon or something like that, they want us to go and do a live stream. So we'll be doing another live stream, yay!
Whoa.
You know, of gaming and whatnot. So you might get another crack at basically doing jump stream online. So yay for that.
I'm the IT guy.
You are the IT. You are the remarkable IT guy that made a lot of things possible. So no, you have definitely given your weight in gold, sir.
We have
I
not.
still haven't seen the Switch.
We have not made it.
It's out there.
Easy.
I know. I want to
to
look at it
Yeah. So yeah, it's
because I love it.
It's now I will say that we didn't make Brandon's life any easier.
Well, the difference there is I think we tried to make Brandon's life harder.
We forgot some key things to do on our second recording that just all of a sudden was like, hey, it would have been convenient if we would have done that, and we didn't.
What didn't you do?
It's for a game that's going to be coming out to our channel in some realm of the future.
He's going to tell me afterwards. I'll find out.
He's going to have a lot of editing to do. So, yeah, there's that. So, like I said, I really hope that you guys look forward to that because we had a lot of fun. And that second episode, it got crazy real quick.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But like I said, that had a bunch of fun. We've got a lot of things planned up for this coming year. After Free Comic Book Day, don't forget, you can still go and get tickets for Pop Culture Convention. That's going to be over at the Provo Convention Center. If you want those tickets, go through our link over on the website. That's another way to go and help us out in a big way. And you know, the more that you guys actually use that link, the more that they're going to help out with us. So you can get your regular one-day passes through there, and you can also go and get your exhibitor passes if you want to be able to go and sell merch there as well. And as what I also figured out this last week is if you haven't gotten your pop culture convention t-shirts, you can actually go back through the link and be able to go and get those. So yeah, if you want those shirts, go get them. So yeah.
However,
Oh yeah.
You can go for it. It's just the
I
truth.
have a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
Pick it.
So I was listening to the wonderful Jordan talk on the podcast, and you guys talked about something, and I wasn't here.
The cosplay ball?
Nope. Think about it.
Star Wars.
Yes! As this team's resident Star Wars #1 nerd, fan, whatever you want to call it, I was not here for the conversation.
Well, you're here now.
I am here now. Let's talk about Star Wars. I've been waiting to talk about Star Wars for so long. I even went to my mom's birthday party and tried to talk about Star Wars, and no one would listen to me. They were all talking about Pokemon. I was very upset.
So about that Pokemon.
Oh, I hear Gen 8 is going to be amazing.
I hear that too.
I went hell.
I really can't see where they're going to go and take this because I'm telling you, the Lanai stuff that they had done, you know, those new alterations on those Pokemon this last time around.
Oh, man.
I hope
So
Typhlosion
excited.
goes up your buttholes and uses explosion.
Okay.
And not in the nice way.
Okay. This is your Star Wars time.
This is my Star Wars time. I was assured by my wife that I could talk about Star Wars.
Who is not on this podcast?
Who's not even part of the team.
See, I imagine him going to, where was it? Your cousin's birthday party or whatever?
My mom's birthday party.
Your mom's birthday. I imagine you just walking into your mom's birthday, like, all 6 DVDs of Star Wars and be like, guys, we're watching these.
I mean, not quite, but almost.
Or just the fact that, like, when they're sitting there, like, happy birthday, you're like, whoa, no. I'm sorry, guys, but did you not see the trailer? Did you not hear what's going on over at Celebration? Hello, y'all.
That's
Look,
pretty much how it was.
you had enough birthdays. You've been on this planet how long?
I was
Guess
like,
what?
Mom, it's been
Celebration.
55 years. We get it. Okay, let's talk about the Clone Wars. Let's bring it back, okay? Ahsoka and Maul are fighting. Okay, Okay, so Star Wars. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love it so much. So if you haven't heard, if you haven't seen the trailer, go watch it. Your boy Palpy is back.
It's not for sure.
What are you talking about?
That is speculation.
It is
moment.
It is speculation.
Why
now it is
else
heavily
would
implied.
Ian walked out on the stage.
It is heavily implied.
He's back.
But okay, here's what I will say. Star Wars is under the same umbrella, the Disney umbrella, that Marvel is under. What is Marvel very known to go and do? They throw little things over at you, little distractions. Go like, hey, look, you're expecting this. Guess what? That's not actually in the movie.
It's true. Actually, they did. I don't know if you saw that article, but the Russo brothers did confirm that there was like stuff they put in trailers that doesn't make the movie.
Yeah,
they
that's
shoot it just for the trailer.
Yeah, they
which
did.
Is kind of.
They did that
did
that with Hulk in the Wakanda sequence for the last Infinity War and whatnot. And the actors themselves have said, specifically like, hey, we know what we recorded, but this other the other team of people that are in the same movie, I don't know what they did. Like Jeremy Renner. He was over at a local press junket and whatnot. He was walking past all the costumes and whatnot, looked over at Ronan and was like, what's that one? And it's like, oh, that's Hawkeye's new thing. He's like, oh, that's nice. And walked away. He had no idea. He knew that Hawkeye was in the movie. He didn't know who Ronan was, and he didn't know what he looked like. So guess what? He filmed no scenes with Ronan.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? Like, even the actors go like, we don't know what the heck is going on. So guess what? Tom Holland can't spoil anything this time around.
They don't get a full script.
Yeah.
They get like little snippets. They get either a fake script, which from a writer's standpoint seems horrible. To write a fake script with fake lines for each individual actor, like I get it, it's to make it so that no one spoils anything.
No,
but at the same time, that's like writing how many different movies?
Well, I mean,
see, they write those specifically so those can go onto the blooper reel.
So you really want me, like, I'm the god of thunder, but I'm gonna say I'm the god of your mama and Aunt Jemima? Do we really want to go in that direction? Okay, look, you wrote it, so y'all know what you're doing.
Slather me and Miss Buttersworth.
Just need to see what's his name, Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
In the Hulkbuster, just being like, it's clobbering time.
I could say that. We now kind of own it. So yeah, like I said, it's like seeing that trailer. Yeah. No, it's not a trailer. It's a teaser.
It is
okay.
A teaser.
So, very real possibility that scene might that main scene with you see the interceptor coming in, over at Rey. That might not be in the movie at all.
I will agree that I don't think that one's in the movie, but they have storyboards from The Force Awakens of Rey swimming through the Death Star.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, it's been kind of in the works for the last 40 years since Return of the Jedi. So I'm excited for it. They've renewed my faith in it. The Last Jedi wasn't bad, but it was a filler. I felt like it was a filler movie. It was like Disney wants us to make a Star Wars movie. We're just gonna do this.
Look, I will put it this way. I honestly, even now, still feel that way about Empire.
I can see that.
I still feel like, okay, you have A New Hope, then you have Empire, and it's like, I mean, yeah, we're doing something, but do I really care? It just sort of, it didn't really do anything, So then, when it's like when the sixth movie came out and whatnot, it's like, okay, all right, that's the one that I remember the most and whatnot. Not just because of Ewoks, but they helped for a young kid.
So cute.
Look, all right, anyone older than us goes like, Ewoks are an abomination, and we sit there and go like, they're not that bad, but yet our Ewoks are porgs, and I sit there and go like, I don't like porgs. So, yeah, see, porgs are our Ewoks.
Like, what is that? What is that? What does that sound?
It's a mix of puffins, and I'm not going to go on.
I thought every Star Wars film was fantastic. Thank you very much. Don't let the fans hear me say that.
That is a thing. That is a thing. The Star Wars fandom has turned on itself.
Look, you can be as happy as you want with the trailer. There's a game coming out, all right?
There is a game. I haven't watched the trailer fully. Like, I watched it, but I was in bed next to my wife,
and
so I didn't listen to it with sound.
And you call yourself a Star Wars
fan. I know. I need to watch it, but I mean, at the same time, I'm really hoping EA. This is their last chance. Honestly,
they've come out in Twitter statements saying there will be no microtransactions, there will be no this, there will be no that, there will be no EA. Blah, 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 blah. So I've got confidence that basically it's like, okay, you think about it, EA doesn't really use too much of the Unreal Engine, yet this one is using the Unreal Engine. Okay, they're not using, was it Frost or something?
Yeah, it's like Frostbite.
Yeah, it's like that engine and whatnot. So it's like, okay, they're switching things up. You've got the guys that are in charge of Titanfall, the developers from Titanfall 2, and Apex. They're the ones doing this. And I'm sorry, if you played the actual campaign for Titanfall 2, pretty doggone good. Okay.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful, but I'm also, it's like that whole, like, when they announced the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender show on Netflix. It's like, you can proceed with this, but proceed with caution.
Here's another thing that might help you out. Is they've already said there is no multiplayer aspect to this game.
I can dig that. I'm all about
that. Is not something EA ever does.
No, it is
okay,
not.
They are big on, it's like, let's go and get as many people playing this game as possible, whatnot. So to focus on a story-driven game,
and then we'll make it pay to win.
See, and that's the thing where it's like, okay, that's the normal EA BS that goes on. So the fact that they are basically going like, hey, we're just basically giving this developer a bunch of money to make a really awesome game. That's what I'm going into this. So I am looking forward to this game way too big.
Was it?
The hype is real.
So much hype. I thought when they announced it, like, at E3 last year, didn't they say it was going to be a VR game?
I mean, there might be a VR element to it.
I thought
just because that's growing technology, and especially when you've got things like ray tracing that is now becoming more normalized and whatnot.
It's been so beautiful.
It's you need to get over on the sea beast.
I know,
right? You need to get on the sea beast.
Right,
we got the 1080. We got the 2080 over sitting right there in front of you. Okay.
It's so beautiful.
Can I lick it?
Nope.
Can you spread your seed?
Spread your seed. We know what the episode title is. So yeah, it's.
Technology's crazy. Like, being someone who's in the IT field, kind of, being able to see everything kind of, like, expand has been ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, Google's new gaming thing that they're coming out with, where it's basically no hardware, just software, and you're running it off their servers, is incredible. That thing's going to be so powerful.
Yeah.
Because, it's Google. They have servers aplenty.
Yeah, they do. It's like also realizing how many different people are, how many different companies and whatnot are going for bigger and better servers. I mean, think about how the Disney app is going to go.
Oh, yeah.
So that's something where, I'm sorry, I've said it now on a few different platforms. I'm going to go and get that Disney app, okay, because it's a digital babysitter. As it is right now, because you're getting all of the Disney library. You're getting TV shows, you're getting the movies and whatnot.
Disney Plus.
You know.
Does that date back to the 90s Disney shows?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
They specifically have said things like DuckTales. You know, it's like they're like, yes, they're coming back. You can get Darkwing Duck on there and whatnot. So I'm losing my mind and going like, hey, guess what? All these things that like I really love.
Netflix and Hulu is gonna take a hit.
Okay, they're gonna. Here's
take a
here's another thing that I completely forgot about. Did you guys remember what else is under the Fox banner that now Disney owns?
Simpsons.
Yup.
Yeah, I know.
They now own the Simpsons. So you're gonna get the Simpsons over on a Disney app.
Did the Simpsons foretell this? Because you know that's their niche. Is they're future tellers.
Maybe.
I think they did. I thought I saw a thing where it's like 20th Century Fox, a Disney corporation.
I would lose my mind if that's a thing. I really want to see it. Even if it's a Photoshop thing, I still want to see it. So
it's true. The Simpsons, they know everything, man.
Yeah. So, but imagine Simpsons with Disney money. Fox had money. Disney got money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Disney.
so
Let us know in the comments below if you are okay with Disney owning everything.
look, all right.
No, it's gonna come down to two companies. It's gonna be Disney and Nintendo because both of those companies
Play on nostalgia.
have money.
I mean, that was kind of the argument that my family had at my mom's birthday. It was like,
Technically,
what's
it's
the number one media content in the world?
porn.
He's not wrong.
Shit. I mean, fuck. Okay.
What's the number two media content company in the world?
Disney.
Apparently, it's Nintendo. Apparently, their numbers are higher. I mean, I haven't looked into it, but that's what everyone was telling me.
Yeah, well, I mean, knowing that, like, even Nintendo's done a lot of good strides as far as, like, YouTube and Let's Players and stuff like that. So, you know, there's definitely going to be more of an avenue to...
Smash.
We can now smash.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yes, we can now smash.
I'm ready. Do I need to bring my Switch over?
Maybe, but we
have to
need
find that
multiples. No, I confirmed it.
No, I meant like how to
Stream it?
capture from...
No. Technically,
Yeah.
you just need one Switch and a bunch of controllers.
It's true.
This might happen soon.
It's
This
true.
is going to happen soon.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
do that. But
So, yeah. Well, we're kind of getting close over on time. Any closing statements that y'all want to make?
Let me smash.
Let him smash!
Don't
Let him
be-
smash and spread his seed!
I was gonna say that.
I've heard from some fans that they're like timid and don't want to come talk to us. Come talk to us. If you see us at Level Up or FanX or anywhere, like, we're not scary people. We're not going to eat you. Just come say hi.
Yeah, what, I will, well, okay, so we're using OBS.
Pretty much.
We're using OBS. So,
OBS.
yeah. But yeah, so like I said, if you guys see us out over at Level Up Expo, over basically anywhere you guys see us, feel free to go and come out. Definitely seemed like over at FanX this last time, a lot more people were willing to step forward, you know, but every now and then I still catch the odd person of going like, oh my god, it was crackbait, and it's like, just come and say hi. It's always weird.
We haven't gotten to the celebrity ego point yet. We're still normal people. Mostly.
Some of us.
Even if I were a celebrity, to be honest, I don't know how I'd take it. I'd be like, how does anybody know me?
It's true. I actually went to a friend, actually Carly Smith. I went to her birthday open house, and the people they were like, "Oh, you were with Cracked Brain?" I was like, "Yeah." What?
Yeah, it's getting really weird to hear. So, yeah, like I said, thank you to everyone that's been watching.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone that has subscribed and whatnot. Definitely, you know, if you liked the podcasting and stuff like that, feel free to go and share it with your friends. We'll always say that, you know. And as far as this next week, if you were out over at FanX or you really like cosplay music videos, Brandon is working as hard as he can over on the cosplay spotlight videos. I think he said that they'll be out over on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
pumping that out
He's
quickly.
pumping that out quick. So make sure that you guys go and check that out. It's gonna actually be like really really cool. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be doing that over at Level Up.
I think
those days as well, and we're even gonna be doing Friday. Yeah,
I think for sure Friday.
Yeah, for sure Friday, but odds are we'll probably do that the other days too. So we're gonna be tired.
Yes,
we're gonna be very
this
tired.
Is not a vacation.
It's gonna be a fun weekend though. I'm excited.
Everyone's asked me like, "Oh, you're going to Vegas? Is it gonna be fun?" I'm like, "It'll be fun, but it's not for a vacation.
It's not for what you think it is. I'm not gonna drop $1,000 on gambling.
No,
I don't have $1,000 to gamble.
Right.
It's like $1 pot. All in dimes.
Trust me, I'm just looking forward to. I'm sorry, but I'm just looking forward to the actual the actual like trips themselves. Okay, because the last I know that we did it over on one of the last like games or something like that. But the last time that it was Candace and Tyler and myself, the birth of
a song
very
happened,
particular song,
and it's gonna happen again. I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. Oh my god, I found another song.
Oh, no.
I found another song.
I'm excited.
So yeah,
I'll be flying.
You'll have to go and get it when you guys actually get to the house. So yeah, so
Get a snippet.
Yep. So
Always recording.
again, thank you guys so much for catching this live stream. Remember, you can catch it every single Saturday, as long as I'm not sick. Every single Saturday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Feel free to go and jump on before and after, and you'll always catch like some extra little content. And that's a big shout out to you guys that are listening right now. Definitely come and check out the streams. A lot more fun than just listening.
The thing I said I was going to do that I never did.
Exactly.
I said I was saving it for later, and I didn't.
Nope, not at all. So there we go. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will talk to y'all later.
Bye-bye.
And that ends the audio portion, if I could actually see that.
I hope you leave that part in.
I don't know. Knowing me, I actually might leave that in. So there we go.
We can redo the Sound of Music when the kids are going to sleep.
Yeah, we probably
You
could.
remember?
I don't know. We could try. We could try. I still haven't ended the actual stream yet.
Did you know what I'm talking about, right?
The Sound of Music going to sleep. Yeah.
The hills are alive.
No.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, right
that's-
franchise, yes.
Yes.
Wrong song. That's when the kids are like, Abby, let's say good night. Good night.
Yeah. Hello, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, 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 to you and you and you. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know it.
That's what you're getting. That was it. That was
Yeah.
it. Congratulations, you two.
Yeah. Some of us were in the play.
So was I.
In the musical, yeah. So
was I. I was in my
ensemble.
I was.
Yeah, we did 7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
I really wanted to. Okay, I had the voice register for Francis. They wouldn't let me do it.
See, I wasn't actually
Frankincense.
I wasn't actually in it for that one, but I was in the stage crew, so it was fun.
Yeah. So it's like I got the great job of being ensemble and stage crew. So it was always kind of funny to go and like my quick change would always have like my stage crew blacks underneath and whatnot. So I'd be like, okay, I've got my costume and crap, they need to move this. And then run over.
You mean you just didn't have like nothing on underneath? You just take off your clothes?
Yeah, it's like I would just have to basically just like, huh, So sometimes
Instant stage ninja.
yeah, it's like there would be times where there was one production in particular, what was it, The Phantom, and we're getting done with the song, and I'm literally in the ensemble, like in the background, singing like oh, and the entire time, like we actually had to close up so that way I wasn't in direct eye line. I'm sitting there like taking off my boots and whatnot, just like and so, yeah. I actually really miss being stage crew.
I mean, what do you call this?
Theater was.
This is basically what I would do.
This is basically stage crew. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Now, as you guys that are sticking around, which thank you for sticking around. That's like kudos to you guys for bringing it in this long.
It's very hard to put up with me for this long.
No, it's not. You're very easy.
I'm mostly just over here in the corner, like.
There we go. But yeah, do you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, quiments? That's
Talk to
copyright,
us.
and I can't do
This
that.
is what this live chat is for.
Right? See, and that,
Life chat with CB.
oh God! All mistakes all the time.
This is I'm writing this, and this is a thing, and you can't stop me.
Right? I really need a button that basically, like, anytime someone's like, look, I have an idea, it's just, you're making a bad decision. Just need them every single time. Just like, go on.
if we can get the sound bite, we can make the button.
You're not wrong. So yeah, it's like that's been one of the things I've actually liked the most about doing this live stream part of it, is being able to actually, see people, like, respond in tune with them and whatnot. And I also love seeing different things, like, okay, that little dip when we're like, we're good on it, and then you can see people like leave and then go like, wait, they didn't finish, I'm back.
That's a little dip.
So yeah,
New CB merch.
yes, new CB merch. I was debating on wearing the podcast shirt, but yesterday I got a little bit of like salsa on that thing. So
The black one, the VR member one.
no.
The Space
no.
Jam one.
No.
The quiet
Okay,
guy.
wait. I'm gonna go get it.
He gonna get it.
See, I was gonna bring my CB mug, and then I forgot.
I just have the shirt. That's all I have.
See, I have the old CB
yeah,
mug.
the We Are. I have the We Are member, and then I have a sticker that's on my laptop.
I've got a sticker on the Kawaii Cast laptop as well.
Quietcast. Why does the season have to suck?
That's a good question.
Okay, so if I like Attack on Titan, My Hero, what else should I watch?
This season, nothing.
Oh,
Like I can't justify spending any money for a streaming service for this season of anime if those
Not
are
bad.
like some of your go-to anime.
that's bad. Well, I just mooch off my friend's Crunchyroll to be.
I
perfectly
guess I
honest.
could say you can do Hulu and watch One Punch Man, but other than that,
I did start watching that with Jenna, but that's the problem. Is I start watching the things with Jenna, and then we don't finish them because we're like, oh, let's watch a Big Bang Theory instead. And I'm like, I want to watch the anime.
So here's the ensemble you wanted to show us.
So this is the actual new Crack Brain podcast shirt. So yeah,
Oh my god, it is so soft.
Ooh.
I told you.
A baby's bottom.
Yeah,
I might need to get myself one of those.
It was deceptively soft. So like,
Where can we get one of those fancy things?
we already went to the website before.
I believe it is
Genius.
cracked-brain.myshopify.com.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Wow.
You actually
did.
got it right. Okay.
That was
God.
wow.
I'll bring it back up. See, look.
Tyler, coming in clutch.
Right there. So yeah, like, okay, now I did want to explain something, like, we're still going and whatnot, but the prices, like, I can drop them down pretty much as much as where they are now, but like there are production costs that go with these things. So like some people were like, oh, can we go and get the podcast tee for like $10? And I'm like, that has to still be produced. So not quite,
Yeah.
so and it is something where it's like this shirt, like one of the main reasons why I did it isn't just because like, oh, I could put cool designs over on it. Like it's supposed to be a very light shirt but still like sweat wicking and stuff like that. So like it's gonna catch the sweat but not let out the smell and things like that. So while we're up on stage gaming and stuff like that, it's not like we're gonna sit there and be like, smell my pits.
Well, I mean,
So we're not gonna come off of the stage like just like huge pit stains.
Yeah, we're not coming out with Swamp Thing under our arm.
I don't know.
And for those of us with these, the under boob sweat.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, I will say this is tight-ish. Okay, like it's
slim fit.
tight. It's slim. Okay,
fit.
so if you wear a medium and you really like something that's a little bit closer to you, a medium will do you. But if you like it just to have a little bit of room, go up a size. So it's like I said, I took a lot of care in designing this and whatnot, and I've got multiple options. This one that I'm wearing right now is the 6 ounce, but you can get it in a 4 ounce shirt, so it's a little bit lighter. If you really don't want something that
size weight, like
yeah.
what?
So it's the thickness. It's all about like the thickness and stuff like that.
Oh,
if it's a little bit heavier and whatnot,
size or something?
it's supposed to actually
It's just like how they measure paper in pounds. Like you can get 20-pound paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
So yeah.
Right.
There's that, and then you've got different options. Like you can get it with, you can't really see it on, right now, but like you've got black seams right over here. So I did with black seams, but you can get them in white seams as well, and they'll show up right around the neck. But yeah, like I said, it comes over in some different sizes. We've got everything from small to 3XL. So we've got options, peoples. But yeah, it's like I said, that the new store. There's still a lot of stuff that we haven't put up over there that we're still testing, because a lot of the stuff that we do, we have to go through and like make sure that the frames are just right and things like that. So
Quality control.
A whole lot of quality control. I will say this: if you're ordering the shoes, they're coming from China. So you're going to be waiting a while. I've gotten that from like not only Brandon, who ordered his like before we actually even launched the site, but I've gotten it from some other people like, when am I going to get my shoes? And I'm like, ooh, it's going to be a bit.
3 to 6 months.
Just forget about the shoes, and then when they arrive in the mail,
like a
it'll
nice
be a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, it's basically like you'll probably get them within about 3 or so weeks, like 3 weeks to 4 weeks. But like the shirts and stuff like that, usually they're done being produced within like 2 days, and they're ready to ship, pretty doggone quickly. So yeah, we're doing it this way because we don't have the money to basically make all of this stuff ourselves right now. But it, like I said, that's another cool way to go and help us out without, joining onto a Patreon or stuff like that. Like buying merch helps us out a lot, so.
And we appreciate it.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
I can't speak for the other members, but I will do things for you if you buy merch.
I've stated a lot, well, at least in our own group, that if we actually do the
will you do the truffle shuffle? My turn for a dated reference.
Okay, I'll say this for the people who are watching YouTube. If we do hit a certain thresh point that will be discussed, I am okay doing the truffle shuffle. I will do it for content.
You heard it. He's gonna go and do the truffle shuffle.
You heard it here first. I'm ashamed of it, but I will do it because that's just the.
I mean, I was just kidding.
Whatever it takes.
But now that you've said it,
you see, I was just gonna go with if I see someone wearing our merch, like, oh, that's gonna be awesome. But if we ever did come out with the peck on a prick, that I basically I would just shout out like, yeah, or like, Peck's on that dude's prick, or just do something and whatnot. So
how would the fans tell you they're wearing that, though?
Just sit there and show up like, guess what I'm wearing,
Wait.
It's layers. You have to have a layer and then that and then another layer.
Oh, like Superman?
That, or you could just come out on display, all right? You can just like look, boom, I got this on my junk and it's fantastic. And I'll say to the back, you are a proud individual and you should be.
I feel those should be made of the same material that shirt's made out of.
If I don't know, but I swear to God, if it is, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It could be nice.
Yeah,
it could be nice. It'd be one of those things where it's like...
Look, I'm just saying, if that shirt is designed to, wick away moisture, you're not going to get swamp ass.
You're not. So, like I said, it's like we've got that. There is, There is so with the males, they it comes in like some boxer briefs. There is a female option that comes over in like a bra and and panties and whatnot. And I sat there, I was like, I'm not gonna design this. I'm not gonna design this.
Dirty designing that.
I don't know how. I just no. I'm not gonna do it because. So that's also one of the reasons why so there's some workout shirts that are on there too. I went and I tried my best to be able to go and design a woman's racerback workout shirt, and I'm like, I don't think I can do this. I can design a dude's one. It's pretty simple. One that looks good on a woman. I'm afraid. So
well, I mean, I'm gonna throw. My wife's probably watching, but I'm gonna throw her under the bus. She did want to be a fashion designer.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like I am gonna be going out to different individuals and going like, hey, I need your help when we design this. So there's a like the crack brain ones are kind of fun, but we're working on some other designs with like Ray and Candace that I'm really looking forward to. So
our lovely artists.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's like I'm looking forward to those ones, and those ones might end up over on some of the other stuff. So yeah.
Cool beans.
So that's gonna kind of do it for this little realm. Like I said, thank you guys for joining on for this. If you want to go and support us, like I said, you can go through the Patreon, or you can buy our merch. Wow, our merch. Both help us out in big, great ways. And if there's something that you want us to go and either talk about over on the podcast, or just to sit there and the laptop blocks a lot. Like I said, send us out either an email or a message, and we will do that. So until next week, guys, we'll see you guys a little bit later.
Ka-chow.
I need to.
Ciao.